Good to see you.
Hi, Brandon. Nice to see you. Walker Scobell is in the room. He's standing back there. He's like, "You're talking to Brandon Davis? I follow him. I love him. This kid loves
Walker,
you."
there he is. What's up, dude?
Yeah.
Legend in the making. There he is. Dude, I got to tell you, I love the Adam Project. Both of you are tremendous in it. I think that the themes of family and that like all of that stuff and the emotion that comes through with the family themes are what I love the most. And Ryan, I want to ask you, do you think you could have made a movie like this before having kids? Did having kids put this in a new perspective for you?
Oh boy, having kids is a fresh hell, isn't it? No, it definitely did. It made me more introspective than anything else. I'll tell you that much. Having kids sort of changed everything for me. It really changed and made me appreciate my parents, which I noticed that for my own kids is that kids take parents for granted, as they should, because that's something that there is well within their rights. But once you have kids, you realize that, my God, the sacrifices my parents made, the sacrifices for their own convenience and happiness, and you name it, was all for us. And, there's a real appreciation that comes from that, a real valuation as well. So. Yeah,
it all comes through. I love that about this film. And there are a lot of vibes of like 80s era Amblin stuff, like just classic films that a lot of us grew up on loving. And even like a lightsaber is kind of influencing the film. I want to hear from you what sort of influence that kind of stuff had on you and your career and choices you make. And actually, Walker, I want to hear from you as the younger one here. Do those movies resonate with you still today?
Yeah, I watch them all the time. I watch Back to the Future on the airplane to the reshoots. Back to the Future 2 is the best one.
Oh, wow. That's controversial.
That's going to start a fire.
Yeah. Well, you didn't throw 3 down there. The DNA of those movies was everything. I mean, they informed every decision we made on this movie. Both Sean Levy and I were lucky enough to have a really amazing work marriage. We did Free Guy together, and now Adam Project. And, what we loved about those movies was there's these giant action adventure comedy wish fulfillment premises that are quite high concept, but they're unafraid of emotion. They don't really pander to kids. They don't really pander to adults. They sort of, I remember watching Back to the Future with my dad, and it was like, he was as blown away by it as I was. So bye, Walker. So, it really was a lot. We really wanted that kind of feeling in this, and that sort of early Amblin 80s era filmmaking. I mean, man, that is an indelible mark that's been left on both me and Sean Levy. And I think a lot of other people too, probably yourself included. Those are huge movies for us.
Definitely. And I mean, it's really rare to see back-to-back films like Free Guy and Adam Project that are such big films that are completely original. And I'd love to hear from you. Do you think that like your success with movies like Deadpool that just transcend mainstream and become like the biggest thing in the world for a moment, do you think that those types of successes are helping executives be a bit more like open to these types of ideas?
Well, I think they illustrate the point that, myself included, we all know nothing. I actually kind of understand why for 10 years they said no to Deadpool. I understand a reluctance to shoot large tentpole movies that aren't based on a comic book or some existing franchise or IP. I completely get it. I feel like the most lucky I've ever been is really that Free Guy worked. That was something that Sean Levy and we poured our heart and soul into, and it was, taking an original concept in a marketplace that was already like so stricken by the pandemic, and the fact that worked really, I think, facilitated a movie like the Adam Project getting greenlit at Netflix, which is again another large kind of high concept original type of film, but one that is meant to sort of be quite broadly appealing. So.
Yeah, I hear you, man. And as I head out of here, they'll kill me if I don't say Deadpool to you again. So I got to ask, in partnering with Sean back to back, and I love both those films. I know Hugh brought you two together. How do we get all 3 of you into Deadpool 3? Any chance to make that happen?
That would be amazing. I say, write to Kevin Feige, care of Marvel Cinematic Universe at Buena Vista Way. I don't know where it is, but yeah, that'd be nice. That would be a dream. That would be a dream come true.
I love it, man. Well, congrats on another great movie. Adam Project's fantastic. Can't wait for everybody to see it, man. Thank you.
Always a pleasure, Brandon. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Walker says bye, by the way.
Bye.
Bye.